Hello everyone, this is John Michael from Orenda Power, and today I want to talk to you about a very special plant. In fact, this is I think the very best beginner plant in the aquatic domain. Um, a few months ago I bought some plants. I bought some Java fern. I believe I bought also Amazon sword leaves and an Anubias. And in my aquarium, the only thing that survived was the Anubias because Anubias are really awesome. They don't need highlights, they don't need ferts, or they don't even need CO2. Actually, all they need is a little bit of light, not a lot of light, and the waste that the fish produce is far enough for them to survive. I don't say that putting fertilizer won't help it to grow a little bit faster, but it is a perfect plant for a cold water tank like mine or in a low tech tank. That is also my tank actually. Anubias are awesome. You can just tuck it under some rocks like I did with the three of them right there. And by the way, this is all the same plant, but I cut it in four because she was slowly growing and I wanted to propagate it, and it was super easy. I just had to cut the rhizome and that was it. Now I had four plants. The fourth part of this Anubias is right there. This one, what I did is I took some glue, non-toxic glue, and I stick the plant to the stick, and then for solidifying the grip of the plant, I put some fishing rope. So you don't see the fishing rope. Sadly, you can see a little bit of the glue, but I believe that the plant will grow over it, and soon you will not be able to see it anymore. And yes, I do it only because my goldfish are quite destructive, so I don't want them to uproot this plant while she is growing some roots and attaching itself to the branch. So eventually I will be able to just cut the fishing rope and get rid of this ugly glue, and then the the Anubias will have enough roots to maintain itself to the piece of driftwood. Anubias are really an awesome plant, especially if you want to have some plants with goldfish. Don't be scared of the fish nipping at them because the leaf are so strong that even goldfish are not able to eat it. And actually, compared to other type of plants, goldfish really don't bother the Anubias that much. In the first month I bought the Anubias, I was a little worried because the two first leaves the Anubias produce were a little bit not completely ripped off or destroyed, but they were a little bit of damage made on them because of the goldfish gluttony. But actually, as you can see, this is one of the leaf, and the damage are not, oh sorry, bad zoom, the damage are not that significant. And after that two first leaf, the goldfish totally stopped bothering the Anubias. So how do you plant an Anubias if you want to plant it in the substrate? Well, the Anubias have a rhizome, and this is the part you see right there right where all the leaves and the roots connect. You don't want to bury the rhizome, because if you do that, the rhizome will decay, because it need to be exposed to direct light. So if you don't, it probably one of the few ways to kill an Anubias. And that's pretty much it, because Anubias are actually semi-aquatic plants, so they can live underwater, and actually they can live out of the water too. As you can see right now, this Anubias have some small leaves and a big one. And this is because when I bought the Anubias, I suspect that the Anubias was growing out of the water. So she had big leaf adapt to an out of the water environment. But when I put it under the aquarium water, then she start to produce smaller leaves, more adapt to my aquarium water. Um, a plant that really reminds me of the Anubias is actually the African violets. And I will show you a little bit more what is a rhizome. So you see, this is all the leaves, and this part right there, this is a rhizome. So it is this that you want to attach to the driftwood, and that you don't want to put under the substrate. I don't know if this plant is actually a cousin or something like that, or relate to the Anubias, but you know, the leaf structure and the growing rate, and well, the rhizome and everything, they just look really similar to me. And actually they all this plant and the Anubias all come from Africa, so maybe this is just the reason why they look alike, but I cannot confirm if they are related or not. But anyway, Anubias are really great, guys. They are super resistant, they are amazing, they won't expand like crazy. Actually, they grow very slowly, like 1 or 2 leaves a month. So this is why you want to put it not in direct light. If you have bigger plants, put the Anubias under it, so she's exposed to some shade, because as you can see, if you don't do that, some algae could grow on it. Because I don't currently have any plant to make some shade over the Anubias, what I do is that I take the Anubias out of my aquarium, and I simply brush gently the leaves with an old brush tooth that is reserved for aquarium purpose, and that remove all the algae, and then the Anubias can grow happily again. So this is pretty much it with the Anubias. And really, if you are a beginner and you're looking for an amazing plant that grow amazingly in every type of water, and that is super easy, and that you want to put in a planted aquarium or a goldfish aquarium, or even I believe in some type of African cichlid aquarium, I strongly suggest and recommend you Anubias. There is different species of Anubias that will grow bigger and smaller. I believe mine is Anubias petite, but I don't know for sure. But anyway, this is really a nice plant. It can grow to, I believe, 1 foot long, but I'm not totally sure. And if you don't want it to be that big, you can just, cut it in some part. and just remove the part you don't want, and even just try to plant it out of the water. That could be cool too. When my once one of my piece will be big enough, I will show you how to cut it so you don't damage your Anubias and you can propagate it easily. But right now they're not big enough. Maybe this one I will try it, soon, because what you really want to do when you split an Anubias in two is that each part have at least 3 to 5 leaves each. And also you want to, if you have a big Anubias and you want to propagate it, I suggest that you just cut it in half and then wait for a week or so the plant can manage to adapt, and then you can cut it again and again because you don't want to stress it. But really guys, this plant sorry, is perfect for, I believe, any aquarium. And like I said before, this is my first experience with plant with well, into an aquarium, and they're just amazing. I love it. So I really hope you will like it too. I will talk to you about other plants in the future because, as you may know by now, I will have more plants in my aquarium soon. But really, the Anubias, I think, is one of my favorite and one of the best you can find. So that was probably all about it for this video. Like it. If you have a comment, you know what you have to do, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.